Hey, good morning. Wanted to talk about a couple things that I plan on doing when I get into Congress. I just got my son dropped off at school, so I got a couple minutes. I just want to go over what I plan on bringing to Congress. First and foremost, I want to concentrate on getting our economy back online as quickly as possible and bringing back manufacturing to America, because that's a big economic and security issue. All these issues are very intertwined. So first and foremost, the American people are owed the $2,000 stimulus checks that they were promised and that they desperately need, because our economy has been tactically shut down by the far left for political motivations. Initially, back in March of last year, we were all very concerned. We didn't have enough information on COVID, so we shut the economy down. Ever since then, as we gathered more information, we've seen that these lockdowns do nothing but hurt the most healthy parts of our population and our economy. So from the federal perspective in Congress, we need to make sure that people get their $2,000 stimulus checks, but we also need to make sure that activist governors, such as ours here in Washington State, Jay Inslee, don't have access to federal funds to provide blanket economic relief like they're doing right now. So once we get the $2,000 stimulus checks out, hopefully that happens way before 2022, we need to ensure that federal funds cannot be used to give out to every single state. That will force the hand of these blue states to open up their economy. That's our job in the federal government, is to open up the economy, stay out of people's lives as much as we possibly can. Anything short of that is just tyranny, and we can't have it. Secondly, I want to focus on securing our critical infrastructure, bringing back manufacturing from overseas to America. We need to get our major U.S. corporations off of the addictive drug of cheap labor from overseas and bring those jobs back here. There's no reason why we should have medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, or anything that we critically need for our economy manufactured overseas. That's a huge security issue. It's an economic issue, but it's also a massive security issue. China has far too much control over our critical infrastructure and the goods that we critically need here in this country. After that, I want to focus on getting the Keystone XL pipeline reopened. High costs at the gas pump affect all of us. The Keystone pipeline obviously didn't go through Washington State. However, charging everyone more money at the pump is going to result in all goods costing more, and those costs going way up. And we're all going to feel that in the pocketbook. So we need to get the Keystone pipeline reopened, and we also need to get the temporary pause on exploratory drilling in federal lands and waters lifted as soon as possible. Getting oil security and fuel security is again, it's an economic issue and it's a security issue. The less we need from overseas, the less costly wars we have to fight. And then also bringing more natural gas and oil jobs back to the states is critical. And that's key for us here in Washington State as well. Following that, we need to make sure that we do a full pushback and full investigation on the 2020 election. 2022 will set the stage for the 2024 presidential election. Right now, a lot of people just don't have faith anymore in our election system. We need to bring back real voter ID, real voter verification, and paper ballots, and secure those paper ballots. We've seen what happened in 2020. We've seen the massive amounts of potential corruption, and there's real questions that still need to be answered. So there needs to be an in-depth federal look at what happened in 2020. Without people having confidence in our election system, we really have nothing. So we need to focus on that, restore that faith that people have, that their vote actually counts for something. Everything that I want to do as a congressman would be to limit the power of the federal government, get the federal government out of people's lives, and then also push back against the coalition that's been made between big tech, corporations, and the political class on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. We need less career politicians in office. We need more regular people willing to go forward and step up. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And we also need to push back against big tech censorship and reform those laws. I just wanted to share those thoughts with you this morning. I'm going to be on the Lars Larson Show today at 2 p.m. I hope you can tune in. And then hopefully you can follow me on Twitter, Telegram, Facebook. We're working on Parler right now. Gab and CloudHub are also up. We're getting our fundraising together, and I'll have that website link pushed out today. So thank you all for your support and your interest. If you have any questions, I really, really want to engage with you. If you live here in the 3rd District, tell me what matters to you and how I can best serve you. Thank you very much.